Everything is in movement. We're addicted to movement. We live and work with and for movement. Movement is our true religion. Sometimes it is easy to see movement. A car on the road, the spin of the wheels, a plane that crosses the sky. Sometimes it is not so easy to see movement. For example, a glass of water. If we see a glass of water on the table, we could say that it does not move. However, the water molecules are in constant movement. And not only this, the glass happens to be in a table, the table on the planet, and the planet is rotating on its axis and also traveling around the sun, which is also moving. But why do we think the glass is not moving? Because our senses are simply not powerful enough to detect movement. We do not have great visibility, and we do not have enough information. Our brain assumes that the glass of water is static on the table, and this is just where the problem lies. Visibility of the transport operations through communication and information technologies. Logistics and transportation help us solve problems that come up when we need to take something from point A to point B. Currently in Colombia, the transportation of goods takes up more than 37% of the logistics costs within the supply chain. This provides us with a great opportunity. And this is why we're here, to show you scientifically how to reduce costs while improving distribution and transport operations. Let's imagine the path taken by merchandise that is located at point A and must arrive to its destiny on point B. The first thing the client does is generate a requirement to their third-party logistics to deliver their load. So the third-party logistics evaluates what means of transport is best and so calls his carrier. The carrier then hires an experienced driver to make the delivery. Up until now, everything is okay. Each one of the different companies has a task and are specialized in the goal to reach. But when two additional ingredients are introduced in the mix, chaos begins: visibility and traceability. So, if our client wants to know where and how his load is, he calls the third-party logistics, and the third-party logistics calls the carrier. Then, the carrier calls the driver if he is available. This is where we see the main problem: lack of on-time and reliable information between them, as well as absolute informality and incomplete information.
From driver to carrier. I'm stuck 3 kilometers before San Joaquin Toll.
From carrier to 3PL. Freight is in transit. Miles away from Mr. Joaquin, stuck at toll 3.
From 3PL to customer. Freight stuck 3 kilograms fell on Mr. Joaquin and traffic police is looking for him at the toll.
What?
Therefore, Logica, through CLI developed for GS1 Colombia and the National Learning Service SENA, have developed an innovative project that is able to solve these kinds of problems. Let's think. If we integrate the information of transportation and distribution from the logistics process through a shared technological platform, we are able to obtain traceability and visibility. Just how can we achieve this wonder? With ICTs, Information and Communication Technologies. Automatic Global Positioning Systems, or vehicles using GPS and GPRS technologies. Mobile PCs and other devices. Radio frequency ID and internet use are just some of the technologies that will be used and integrated to the platform. To test our hypothesis, we decided to carry out a pilot in some of the operations in the third-party logistics Almagran y Almacenar in several cities throughout Colombia. First, we developed a web-based tool which allowed us to generate reports and send notifications automatically, establishing a reliable communication channel. Radio Frequency Identification Technology (RFID) was used to generate automatically a report of the in-out flow of vehicles inside some distribution centers. The use of GPS technology enabled the location of vehicles at the client's facilities using geofences and the tracking of the trucks during operations. Coded SMS text messages allowed the driver to report the delivery and any other event during the operation. We also managed to get the clients to make their requests by digital means. This transportation request was received by the third-party logistics, who made the calculations, type and number of vehicles needed for the operation, and the same platform consolidated the information, generating a request to the freight load company carrier. The freight load company carrier selected one of their vehicles indicated as available by the platform. And lastly, the driver confirmed his or her availability through coded text messages to the transportation company carrier, and the transportation company carrier automatically confirmed its availability to the logistics operator and to the client. All throughout the operation of GPS on RFID systems, and the driver of the vehicle by means of SMS reported all the activities of the process and when they occurred. In addition, a complete overview of the operation is available. This unified information can be consulted by anyone involved in the process and thus evaluate any of the performance indicators. What were the benefits we obtained with this study? The information to be shared was set to a standard and is available to all the actors through one channel. Manual data input was reduced. Only once was data introduced during the whole process, consolidating the information and avoiding mistakes. Visibility and traceability were obtained in all the processes. The performance indicators were calculated automatically. The use of technological tools was increased. Greater efficiency and diligence was achieved when assigning and searching for vehicles. Inefficiencies were eliminated, thus reducing costs and time.
Este proyecto, como un proyecto de investigación entre GC1 Colombia, el SENA y nosotros Almagran Almacenar, pues nos mostró varios beneficios. Dentro de esos beneficios podemos hablar la trazabilidad y el control de la operación de transporte, que deja de ser una operación informal y se convierte en una operación automática, que mejora los tiempos, el empleo del tiempo por parte de las personas que administran el transporte. Hay una reducción considerable de los costos de comunicaciones entre el conductor y los centros de operación y monitoreo. Con esta investigación y este estudio como tal, logramos detectar que cada vez es necesario que en Colombia el transporte sea profesionalizado. Compartir con ustedes esta experiencia es invitarlos a que formen parte de estos desarrollos que gracias a estos acuerdos nuevamente con GC1 Colombia, el SENA, van a permitir que esta tecnología tenga un cubrimiento nacional.
This study put forward some lessons and barriers that we need to overcome. Barriers such as resistance to change and the process control, the ignorance of some technologies and standards, a not well-established integration and cooperation culture, among other things, allows us to infer that awareness training programs are necessary for all those who intervene in the process so that they understand the importance of new technologies. We also understand the need to employ tools that can guarantee that the information is set to a standard so that it can be accessed by all the actors without intermediaries. This is a dynamic world where moving fast is not enough. And each movement is calculated with even more complicated strategies. Today there are more markets for more products, and the need to cover a greater geographical area in less time is more demanding. Only innovation, integration, and cooperation will keep us moving. The GS1 Colombia collaborative platform for transportation is here. And you are part of this movement.